one of the best types of moves in Guilty Gear, Nago has it. Nago has one of the best types of moves in Guilty Gear. I know a lot of people are really high on him being like really busted and stuff. You know, the Miz dispenser. But I will say he does have something, like this is amazing to have. And I mean, it's going to be funny when I do the move because you're going to be like, duh. But we're going to dig into why it's so good, right? You guys ready? You guys ready? Is that not only is that move just really good, it's that type of move is always one of the best types of moves in GG. Always when a character has that. Didn't expect that. Shocking. I'll show you another character that has this type of move after I explain why this is so good. So there's a few reasons why it's so good. One is that it's essentially instant, right? So like Beyblade is 14 frame startup, 5 frame actives, 14 frame recovery, really fast move, 0 on block. Right, so it's disjointed. It's really huge. He can cancel it into stuff for threat. The cancel part actually isn't like, that's just the thing about Beyblade. Like this isn't a core thing about the move. The main thing is that it's instant and safe, and the return is pretty good. As y'all know, for the people who can't tell when you get counter hit, the game likes to do this, just to make sure that people know that they got counter hit. And this move has heavy counter hit, right? Where, for comparison, Hair Car, which is 20 frames and it's like more than -10, is not heavy counter hit. But I digress. Okay, it's instant. It has good reward. It's safe on block. So what does this all mean though? Like everyone knows that stuff, but what does it all mean? So you end up having to play the game just differently when a character has this type of move. They're able to not only just directly control space, but they get to have a lot of implied space control as well, where they get to pull up into ranges where they might not normally be able to move into because you're scared of that move, or they will put you in positions where you're like, oh snap, the ideal of this is to either get out of the way with a jump or try to be outside of the range, which means you're gonna put yourself in disadvantaged positions on purpose, just by the option being available. That's one of like the strongest things about it. If you want to see another character that has this type of move, right? You guys ready? Always good to go back to Exert, right? Everyone Exert is actually not even close to the right answer. It's not even close. There is one main villain who has this. Just one. It is She Who Must Not Be Named. Of course she has this fucking move. Of course she has the exact same move. Good old She Who Must Not Be Named, right? Surprise! She has something that's really stupid in the series. And honestly, something that's just really good in fighting games in general is this type of thing. This move is called Bridal Express. Okay. It is 14 frame startup, just like Nagoto Yuki. Active for 12 frames, recovery for 12 frames, -7. But you could make it more advantage by hitting with the end of it because it's so active, right? So Nago's is good because it's 0, but he can cancel into other special moves. Elvel's is good because it's -7, but that's assuming you're doing it here. If you're doing it like here, look at how late that hit. If you're doing it at that range, there's no fucking way, right? She is most certainly plus. And because she has that on top of her, you know, ridiculous -5k, // 6h into this, which is plus, she just controls a lot of implied space that lets her run up. It's really hard to deal with that plus the other options. Now, to be fair to Lady Elfelt, she's not the only character that has that move. There are other characters that have this. So Sin has this. He has quite literally like Nago's basically. I saw some people guess Sin, which was a decent guess, but any chance I have to talk shit about Elfelt, I'll take. Any chance, any chance. He has oh, it's not the same. What is the input for this? You can tell, there it is. Same idea as Nago's. This one is plus, and he can cancel it into other moves, just like Nago. Cancel it to other moves. Enables him to pull up in space, and he has really good neutral moves like /. His sweep is mad good. His walk back is mad good. His 6P is mad good. It enables a bunch of things because you have to worry about this all the time, right? So it's not like Elfelt is the only character that has that. When a character has this, what happens is now all this space that you see between Sin and Milia, it's implied that he controls that. So he can pull up if he wants, or he could do this, or he can chill, or he can do this all at the same time. Pretty fucking scary. Now, it's also, by the way, I know I'm talking about Guilty Gear, but it's not just Guilty Gear. There's even another game that might delete our ears. Now, this is not Guilty Gear, but it's just to show how powerful this type of attack is. Bardock, his fucking lariat is so goddamn good that they had to give everyone else in the game that move. They balanced the game around that move. They balanced the whole game around that move. Think about it. The original Bardock lariat is so good that one of the most common type of buffs that they gave a character. They didn't give this to every character, but they gave it to most characters. I'm gonna give you a list of characters. Here he is. This game truly is Bardock Fighters. Like, this character's lariat, which is very similar to Kamurayuki and Bridal Express, same type of move, just like implied control, very fast, travels very far. This move is so good that they gave many characters either a normal that lunges forward or a special move that lunges more forward. So for example, Ginyu, the one of the darkest times in my fighting game history, making this character, they made his 5M go further, and they made his tackle go further because of Bardock. They buffed his tackle, they buffed his Beyblade, they buffed his kicks, they buffed this dude's normals. This dude came out with normals, other lariats. You know, there was Wolfang Fist, but he had that from the jump. He has the kick, that's mad good. He has 3H, that's mad good. He has the armor lariat. Like, everyone fucking has lariats because it's so good. It's so good. Either they have lariat or they have something that travels like full screen or close. So in the end, it's just a really good type of move in fighting games in general. It's super strong in anime games because I can't speak for Street Fighter because I'm not like an expert in it, but like in anime games, when a character has a move like that, your default is like, oh, I have to neutral jump, or like I gotta stay out of the way against this move, which lets them do so much more. Like, one of like the biggest safeties for us, I guess, is that Nago can't run. But if you're picking neutral jump too much, he gets to use 2H, and he gets to just go in and he's plus, unless you IB it. Just an interesting little tidbit that Nagoriyuki, the Beyblade, is mysteriously similar to Bridal Express.